Here we go, challenger of record, defender of the America's Cup.
Clearly come down, back and down. Right in this box.
And in they come, now waiting for the defender of the Louis Vuitton 37th America's Cup.
Go across. Happy pass all the way down. That here. Okay, working up. Okay, what do you think then? Just up into zone 1, 2, stroke zone 2. They continue. Bit breeze inside. They're going quite high up there. They are driving.
Both boats very experienced match racing teams here, and we will see the boats getting pushed hard here in the next 1 minute as they engage to try and take an advantage over their opponent.
Like Tom left at the moment. Yeah, you are happy to stay high at the moment.
Slight bias on the pin towards that left-hand side of the start box.
Well, both these boats in their last race starts had average starts. The race, the opening part of the day, and we go back to the day when Emirates Team New Zealand faced off against Louis Vuitton, Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. So this is work still being done.
The defender is setting up high.
Just watch, don't get in too slow here. They don't have a shutout on the boat, no. 20 to kill us. Hey, killing one for the pin. Yeah, they're trying to stay off a bit.
We'll see a big speed build shortly on Emirates Team New Zealand to put pressure on the British.
Get on the charge fairly soon. Time to come down to us. Hey, they're going to get just around the boat, but they'll be sort of mid-line, I think.
The New Zealanders on the prowl, heading in.
We've got a big dam to come down. That looks like a
Big speed delta there between two boats, so 10 knot speed differential there. The British having to accelerate hard here.
British look happy to lead back, win that pin end.
A little bit flat to us. 3, 2, 1.
Racing again in the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. Challenger of record, defender.
Good initial pressure, right? Actually. Going okay at the moment.
Great start by Aeneas Britannia.
Just some pressure inside of us.
Basically, Emirates Team New Zealand just having to hold gauge all the way to that left-hand side of the course to then put the pressure back on Aeneas after the next tack.
It's just this right inside of us.
Emirates Team New Zealand have done really well there. I don't know if there's been a little bit of a little right rotation, but
think so.
so well to hang in.
I think they have got it just a little right, you heard that.
They're up quite aggressively to Louis. Just time to now, so pitch. Recover here, boys. They're almost in zone. 20 seconds to the boundary. They'll probably go at zone, so...
The comms from here will be about hitting the British on the exit of this tack.
Now, they'll press attack. They might go here. Stand by. Have to one board down. 2, 1, made. High exit here. I will. And up here. Trouble here. Max flat, max flat. We're going to push through. Push through.
Oh, and the British there off the foil. Surely they came in with really deep out on the jib on that exit of that. And a big loss there for the British, unfortunately. Really nice positioning by Emirates Team New Zealand, but the British having to dig hard here to accelerate the boat and keep their air clear.
Emirates Team New Zealand into the top gate for the first time, leading by some 200 metres on Aeneas Britannia, the official challenger of record. Still a long way to go. You take race 18 where GBR were looking really strong and sailing it beautifully. This is far from over, but you cannot make mistakes.
We've seen Aeneas Britannia have great downwind pace. Let's see how they go next to the defender.
Hey, look left compared to your above. Here, I'll start looking downwind. That's coming a little more about down, Pete.
Bit of Burling on helming duties at the moment, with a little green wheel there, signifying he's actually controlling the boat at the moment. Nathan Outridge obviously not steering, with his hands on the side of the boat, having a look around. He'll be looking at his screen.
They obviously are going to be 2 jibes. We could do it in 1, just. Maybe a good time to go.
It goes back right and it's better for us.
Look up there. Yeah, okay. We go right here back. Okay, nice going to you guys. Okay, where's this pressure? Potentially they going lighter there.
Bike's off in front, yeah.
Big gains to the British here, Shirley. Look at the distance just getting chewed up there as they sail in pressure.
They're way better VMG. They've got great pressure there.
Jibing, you can see that puff coming down, or that extra pressure coming down that side of the course. So British jibing to try and take advantage of that extra wind coming down that side of the course to take an advantage.
Nathan Ocean's called it. He said we can do it in one just. One jibe on that. And Ineos Pretender will do it in two. True to his word, Emirates Team New Zealand coming into the bottom gate to complete leg number 2 in this Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series. No points on the board, but more importantly, race practice. Checking the opposition out. Same deal for Ineos Britannia. Official challenger of record. They round that right-hand marker, head up on the third leg. A little bit of a touchdown too.
I've seen this as a bit of a theme for the British, just every mark rounding, just a little bow down.
Ineos showed good pace on that downwind, and they also, on the right-hand side on the downwind, there's a bit more pressure, and you could hear Ben Ainsley talking about that, and they just milked that all the way down into the bottom third. For Emirates Team New Zealand, now they'll just try and match them on the second windward beat. I got a feeling they'll protect the right-hand side as they do that top mark approach.
I'm nervous about the top right, to be honest. I think we want to go with in this one. Going left quickly here. But down. Like we're caught between the two breezes, so.
You can see from that shot of the wind field just how complicated the track is, and I loved it when we heard from Andy Maloney, the trimmer of the Emirates Team New Zealand. He's like, just forget about them. Keep our eyes on the course, because this is complex. It is about joining the dots.
It's extremely tricky, and sometimes you've just got to focus on yourself to make sure you're doing the simple things well on your boat. Very hard to defend when it's puffy and shifty, and very easy to lose ground. So almost having to keep attacking the course, surely, even though you're actually leading the race.
I think you'd go all the way, wouldn't you, unless you think it's going to go back right.
Emirates Team New Zealand about to complete leg number 4 in the Louis Vuitton Cup Challenger Selection Series race against Ineos Britannia.
Coming up here now. And you have to go
Slight gain, you would suggest, made by Ineos Britannia on that downward leg. 2 to go.
The British still in this, Shirley. If Emirates Team New Zealand make a little mistake and do a touchdown at any point in time, the British will be right there. So it's definitely not over yet.
Well, their first race of the day, it came down to the last 2 legs. Wow. Ineos Britannia.
Big job to keep the boat on the foils here, Shirley. Down speed. Oh, and I think they may have just come off. They've got slow. They've just misjudged that ley line slightly. Having to do a double shoot with both foils down, and unfortunately for the British team, they've washed off too much speed to get round that mark.
Looked wonky coming in, didn't she?
It was just a really wobbly little bit of breeze there, I think, for the British, and they'll have to do a full rebuild here, accelerating back into that pressure, but they have to get foiling, and they have to try and accelerate enough speed to execute the tack before they get to the boundary. So, unfortunately, a big loss there for the British team.
Not a bad move into the gust.
Emirates Team New Zealand get the job done on another race day here in Barcelona against Ineos Britannia. And the defender notches up another win.
Heads up, boys. Nice one.
So that's the official confirmation of a 3-minute and 2-second win to Emirates Team New Zealand.